Alright, here we go on a lowrider. Oh. $107. Oh, I didn't realize it had foot pegs. That's a good looking bike on you, man. It's like mid foot pegs, like a street bob. Alright, she's a little bit taller. First things first. Oh man, riding position's weird. The feet are very high. I mean, not weird, just different. Because you got these mids, and I think it's because of the seat, maybe? It feels like the mids are up really high. This Cruz here, this guy with the Roadster, he's taken out a fat Bob and now he's on a fat boy. Interesting. Alright, so these bars are a little wonky. I mean, they're very classic, and the Lowrider is a very classic looking motorcycle, so they're just weird. You got mids, which are, you know, which would kind of lead you to believe a little more, I don't know that aggressive is the right term, but more than floorboards, right? And then you've got these, I don't know what kind of bars these are, but they're weird. I feel very, I feel like if you could imagine riding and then tucking your elbows in like you're skiing, like you're going down a slope and you're tucked. That's what I feel like on this thing, and I think it's mostly because of the bars. I mean, these mids aren't very wide, so that's, you know, that's definitely helping that along as far as feeling like I'm tucked like that. But the bars, man. Anyways, so I guess if I'm being honest, well, you know what, let's hold off on that. I want to, you know, ride this a little bit more. Punch it. Not there's not too much of a difference between this and the Slim as far as the handling and the operation, you know, the clutch and the throttle and all that stuff. Again, it's just a weird feeling to have these mids feel like they're so high, and then the bars make you feel like you're tucked like an Olympic skier. So I could see comfortable sort of not a long ride. I mean, this riding position at the mids and these wacky bars are doesn't feel like it's very conducive of like a long ride or sustained speeds on like freeway speeds, but it absolutely feels like you know, city riding minus, or even like small town riding. Like, take out the whole stop and go, you know, every red light sort of thing, because it's still weird with the mids with all of that. But just cruising, like when we were unfortunately going surprisingly slow on the freeway, and I had one hand on the control on the throttle like this, and the other one down. It's a very comfortable. I'm surprised. It's very comfortable. Just sort of cruising riding position. Not anything I would want to be on the freeway going fast with. And the stop and go traffic stuff would suck with this. But other than that, I mean, this is a. And it's so funny because I was literally just about to say that this is a boring motorcycle, but I was going to speak too soon. So, if you have a Street Bob or a Slim or a Softail Standard or any of those guys, the frame and the motor and all that stuff is you know, it's the same. And the clutch and the throttle operation's the same. What's different is the foot, you know, leg ergonomics. It's all different. In fact, it's very different. I mean, I get on the Fat Boy, and aside from the rear wheel, the ergonomics are very similar to a Slim. You know, Road King's kind of in its own category, but and then I've ridden the Lowrider S. I've ridden the Street Bob. I've ridden the Fat Bob. You know, Fat Bob's kind of in its own little category too. But this one's just different. It's so different. These mids, it feels like my legs might, you know, I'm like perfectly at a 90 in my leg here. And then you got these sort of like bunny ear bars, like wide bunny ear bars, and I don't know. But what I want to do is just cruise. Like, I want to just pick a speed and go that for a while, some comfortable cruising speed, and just have one hand on the throttle and one hand down and just relax. So, to you that have a lowrider with the stock bars or similar, kudos, because this is a very comfortable setup. Maybe it's a taller shock, I don't know, maybe it's the seat, but I feel like I'm a little bit sitting up above or on the motorcycle, if you will, as opposed to sitting in it like on my Slim. The Fat Boy, I felt like I was sitting in the bike. Yeah, this thing is, yeah, I dig it. Man, I don't think I've ever been this comfortable riding one-handed. You know, I've had several bikes with different handlebar or clip-on setups, and none felt as relaxed and natural riding one-handed, that is, as this. Now I put the other hand up, it gets a little weird. I mean, you're kind of tilting the thumb, the wrist forward, but yeah, just I'm a little hunched over. I've got my forearm resting on my knee. Yeah, I'm digging this. Just some, like, you know, around town riding, take out the stoplights, cruise at about 45, 50. This is the bike. Cruz over here with his fancy leather jacket said he found that thing not with the patches on it, but the jacket itself, which is a nice jacket. He said he found it at Goodwill, and then and then his girlfriend or last ex-girlfriend or whatever, they had the patches sewn on for him. I mean, the jacket looks legit. It's a nice jacket. I'm kind of jealous. Cruz, if you're watching this video, I'm not jealous. Yeah, he looks pretty natural on that fat boy, doesn't he? Like, he's a little bit taller than me. He seems to fit on that pretty well. I think he was equally surprised by the wide rear wheel and how the handling is. Yeah, it must be a taller shock because I'm not 5 foot. Either that or it's a taller seat or both.